The reason being that it does include very key interventions such as the voluntary repatriation, demining interventions like that, and also it reflects an increased presence and access of humanitarian partners on the ground. In focusing on the humanitarian response plan for 2018 for Libya, we really want to give the human cost and the human face of the impact of a prolonged political and security crisis in Libya and its ensuing impact on the population, on the Libyan population, as well as the migrant population that finds itself on Libyan territory. We estimate that 1.1 million people in Libya will need humanitarian assistance throughout 2018. The key areas of pillars of intervention will be protection, first of all, protection in its broadest sense of the respect for humanitarian law, international law and human rights, looking at demining, particularly for areas where IDPs wish to return to the place of origin. One of the biggest impacts on the humanitarian situation in Libya is the continuous deterioration of the social and economic situation in the country. And that's why, in a sense, we also see an increase in the number of non-displaced Libyans who will be in need of humanitarian assistance. And we are looking at really supporting access to medicines, access to basic health primary health care, basic health services. It does not cover the needs of the whole health system or the education system, but really the acute humanitarian needs which will allow at least more vulnerable groups and people to be able to access care, particularly, for example, women, pregnant women, children under 5 children, the elderly. Most migrants in Libya are not in detention centres. That what has been portrayed, because, if you like, it's the tip of the iceberg and it is horrific, and the horrific conditions are the situation in detention centres. So the approach that we are trying to develop much more in consultation also with the African Union and the European Union is to work with the Libyan government or to advocate for alternatives to detention centres, to looking also at more sustainable solutions to migration in Libya, but this also has to link up with a much stronger regional policy as well.